In today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly, step by step, how I analyze meme coins using free tools to avoid getting scammed. To do so, we're gonna use BullX. If you don't have an account, use the link below to register and you can start trading right away. So to begin with, I go to the Pump Fund Vision, which is here on the left panel, and I always use the Solana chain, which is where I trade. Here, we're gonna see three filters: new creations, about to graduate, and graduated. The new creations are the token that just launched a few hours ago or even minutes. The about to graduate are the ones that are very close to hitting Radium, and graduated are the ones that are already on Radium. The juice is catching the new creations coin because they are the ones that can make multiple X's. But we want to avoid rug pulls, so we're gonna set the following filters. Me personally, I don't trade Pump Fund tokens, so I disable Moonshot tokens. I want the dev to hold max 6%. I want it to at least have one social, holders to be at least 10, $2,000 liquidity, $1,000 volume, $6,000 market cap, and at least 2 transactions. If you click apply, we're gonna see that all these coins match the criteria. What we're gonna do right after is check these 3 emojis that indicate top holders, how much the dev holds, and how many of them are insiders. BullX is gonna flag you all in red if holders are above 20%. Me personally, I trade until 25%. If it's above 25%, then it's a problem. About the dev, it shouldn't hold more than 5 or 6%. Otherwise, if he sells, the market is gonna go down, the coin. And the insiders, you don't want it to be more than 10%. In this case, let's take SCAMMS for example. It has 21% holders, 2% holds the dev, and 1% is the insider. The first thing you want to check whenever you're gonna trade a meme coin is the socials. In this case, SCAMMS only has the X account. Let's quickly check it and see if there was some effort put in. And as you can see, this takes to another post which has 40 million views. So you can already tell that it's not made by the author of this coin. For example, let's take Toys. It has an X account, it has a website, and it also has a Telegram group. Let's quickly check the website because it's something that people forget about. And this one looks nice. You can see that there was some work here. Let's quickly double check the contract address to see if it matches. I'm gonna copy it here and I'm gonna paste it here above. And as you can see, it matches. So that's already a good sign. So let's click on it. Fine. So the first thing we're gonna look is at the chart. As you can see, look at these small candles. You see that there is no movement in here. Like they're like very small. This means that there is not enough volume. And this one are more likely to be volume bots. Here the volume is $66 and the 5 minutes chart in the 1 hour 3000. This is a very small volume, so that's something I wouldn't already trade. Here we can see that the dev bought, then he sold, and then he bought back again. This tells me that the dev is not really interested in this coin. Otherwise, he wouldn't have sold literally at the beginning. If you want to double check the dev's behavior, go to the Pump Fund token, go to the dev's account on Pump Fund. We're gonna see coins created, and it looks like it just created this coin. This can mean 2 things. It's a fresh wallet, or it's the first coin he created. So let's view the account on SolScan to make sure. We're gonna go on balance changes, SPLs, and as you can see, this account only has 1 transaction, which is on Toys, which means it's a very fresh account. This is not something particularly bad, but I would already be very skeptical about it. Sometimes you're gonna see that the dev has like 20 coins created, you know, a lot of coins that have $4,000 market cap. Let me quickly find an example. Look at Moonsender. This guy created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tokens, and all of them are dead. They have $4,000 market cap. So you can already tell that this guy is gonna rug pull on you. He doesn't have conviction on his tokens. So what makes you think that his latest token is gonna go high? Getting back to the chart, we also want to check the audit scan before trading a token. In this case, we see that the top holders is 28%. For me, this is the edge. You know, I usually say if it's above 25%, I don't trade it, but if it's 28, I don't really pay much attention either. So in this specific case, this token is pretty much dead. It has no volume coming in, so I'm not gonna trade it. Getting back to the pump fund vision, we can see which tokens are more active. For example, this one was released 9 hours ago, 7 hours ago, 12 hours ago. Well, there is no good opportunity in this case. And if we remove the filters so you guys can see what happens, you're gonna see all the new created coins. For example, look at this. It has 59% of the tokens held by top holders and one already sold. So if I click here, you will see a huge red candle because one holder sold a lot. You see? Look at this huge candle. So now you know that this is going to be a rug pull. Like, let's put the 1 second chart, very important for new releases. And as you can see, the coin is falling down. Why? Because one holder held a lot of percent of the supply. Also, be very, very cautious about these huge pumps. Like, the coin just released and it went up to $23,000 market cap. Unless this is a famous person's coin, like a KOL, an influencer or something, this is usually a strategy called honeypot, catch people's attention. So whenever they buy up here, you know, like legit people buys up here, the dev is gonna dump it right away. You see, like this is a perfect example. Huge pump, some people bought and they dumped. What you want is a token that has more organic chart. As you can see, Bob has a better chart. It was released 2 hours ago, so we're gonna switch to the 1 minute time frame. And as you can see, this chart looks better. Why? Because it had a pull, retracement, a pump, a retracement, a pump. You see, it's not like a roller coaster that goes huge pump and huge dump, you know. Also, the audit scan shows that top 10 holders is below 25%, which is good. LP is burned, token isn't freezable, isn't mintable. Be very, very careful with these three things. You always want the liquidity pool to be burned, to not be freezable, otherwise you won't be able to sell the tokens. And it's not mintable, which means that more tokens can be created. So please be very cautious about it. Getting back to the about to graduate filter, I have the same thing. I only trade pump fund tokens with at least one social. The liquidity, I want it to be $10,000, volume the same, and market cap $20,000. This way, I'm gonna be trading more active coins. If we check Cody, we're gonna see what I told you with Bob. It has a more organic chart because the chart is everything you need to see. It's gonna tell you all you need to know. Look at this. Pump, dump, pump, dump. Now there is a dump again, but keep in mind that 95% meme coins die. They don't really make it to radium, you know? They have a huge pump, the dev sells, and then it have a huge dump. That's what meme coins are, so be very, very careful when trading it and don't risk all your capital. So let's say I want to trade this meme coin. First of all, it doesn't even have a website. To me, at least, it's something that's very important because it shows that the developer or the team is committing to the coin, because anyone can make a quick Twitter account, and same thing with a Telegram channel. In this case, it only has 2 posts and it says community made a CTO, community takeover, which means that the community took over the project. As you can see, there is not much effort going on, so I bet that this coin is gonna go down. The volume, it has $30,000 volume in the 1 hour chart, which is okay, but I don't see too much movement going on. You see, there is no fair reason to bet on this. Also, I'm not gonna do technical analysis. It doesn't make sense. This is a meme coin. If a developer or a top holder sells, the chart is gonna go like this. You don't need to be tracing lines, see support levels and everything. Doesn't matter. You're gonna do that coins that are already established, like for example, Dog with Hat, Billy, and so on. Another tool that I love to check meme coins is RagCheck XYZ. The link is going to be in the description, don't worry. But this tool is mainly used to check if a coin is safe. So we're going to copy a random address. For example, let's copy the coin address of Bob. I'm going to paste it in here. It's going to click on check, and it says it's a good token, but it has a low amount of liquidity pool providers. This is something normal. Supply 1 billion, market cap 20 grand. But as we saw, there is not much activity going on with Bob. It was released 2 hours ago. It sits at $30,000 market cap, but the volume is not that high. If we take the contract address of a new released coin, for example, let's take it for, I don't know, Ray. Let's paste it here. Let's go back to rack check. Let's click in here, and it's gonna say danger. Why? Top 10 holders have a high ownership. A single holder has 99% of the token, low liquidity, and so on. You see, danger. So quickly run this checker before buying a token, and don't rely at all on it. You always have to do your own research. Don't forget about that. All right, now let's say that you found a coin where it looks good, the dev is based, top holders is okay, no snipers, no anything. How can you tell if this is gonna be a fail or a succeed token? Well, there is a tool called Dex Screener where all major tokens are listed. You see, if you scroll down, you will see a bunch of tokens. And the thing is that listing your token here is free. But if you want to update the information, like for example, at a website, a Twitter, a Telegram, you have to pay $300. Luckily, there is a tool called Check Dex XYZ, which the link is going to be in the description. If we paste any tokens contract address and check, it's gonna tell us if the Dex Screener has been paid or not. In this case, for VIX, it was already paid, which means that's a good sign. Nevertheless, it can still be a rug pull. You know, if they made, let's say, the dev bought down here, I don't know, he bought $1,000, you see, he bought here, and he sold here, for example, $3,000, you see, he can still pay the $300 to update Dex tools, because it's gonna trick people to buy even more, so he can later on sell $5,000. You mean he can still profit? So that's what I tell you, to always do your own research and look at the chart. VIX is dead. It has 500 volume in the last 5 hours and $4,000 volume in the last 1 hour, and the chart looks dead. So that's what I tell you, to always do your own research. Don't rely on tools. Lastly, we have the graduated part. These coins are already into Radium, but this doesn't mean that they are gonna succeed. Look, for example, at this coin like Big Dog. It's on Radium, but it has a $3,000 market cap. Why? Because it got rug pull. You see? Look at this huge pump. It went in the 2 minutes, it went from 0 to $156,000 market cap. Huge selling, and it goes up, and a huge candle down. If we check the Dex Screener information, we're gonna see that it was not paid, which is a bad sign. If a coin has above $100,000 market cap, the dev should be able to pay Dex tools. Once again, do your own research. It doesn't have socials. It only has a Telegram link, which can be set up very quickly, so not much effort was put in. If we check the developer's account, it only has 1 coin created. If you view his wallet on SolScan, we're going to go into balances, SPLs, and he also traded coins. But in this case, look at this. He bought almost 80% of the supply, because the running supply of Pump Fund tokens is 1 billion, and he bought 800 million tokens, sorry. That means that if he sells, the chart is literally gonna look like this. Huge red candle, because the top holder sold 80% of the supply. So that's what I have for you for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, find it useful, and please don't get scammed.